So he, as a orator, a known orator, historian, is wrong. Okay, if the facts are here, okay, he is incorrect. But don't forget, as Shaka Ahmose said, Romans, like Tacitus, you have to. Oh, I think it was Dr. Ali Muhammad actually, who said you have to be careful because they're very political, right? Meaning the Romans like to always look like the good guys, right? Don't ever write down that we are the bad guys, that we did this, we did that. Yeah, or else you'll get it, right? You'll be in trouble, boy. Okay, so yeah, make us look like the good guys, the heroes of the day. Okay. Yeah, keep in mind the Bible doesn't name that pharaoh. Okay, people say, oh, it's Rameses II and all this. Right, there's actually a video on YouTube which reveals that timeline, chronological timeline he discovered. This guy's an expert. It's probably 200 years too far forward. That the Hyskos did come and invade and destroy a certain temple and so forth. Yeah, the timeline is 200 years too far forward. Okay, and it should be like this other pharaoh that he was talking about. Well, here it's talking about King Ahmose, Thutmose I, and his wife. It starts with H. Okay, you have to have a look at that video there. Hatset put or something like that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and again, keep in mind via this video about that chronological timetable being incorrect, being up by 200 years, too far ahead. If this is all true, then what does that mean for all those who believe the Exodus story in the Bible, or according to the Bible, when it isn't fact or true? That would mean that Exodus is fictitious, untrue in detail, yet true in regard to an expulsion or exodus, okay, in the sense of the word, actually happening, but not as we've been told on sold. Okay? For the record by the ancient Egyptians exists of a mass expulsion or exodus that did take place. Okay? It, as detailed, was, as we learned through our personal research, the Hyskos, not the Hebrews, Jews or Israelites, that invaded. Okay, these Asiatics from Asia Minor, they're not Chinese. Okay. But you have a look at those wall reliefs, you have a look at some of those carvings of these Egyptian kings or pharaohs, and they look like they've got Negro lips or African lips, but maybe Chinese eyes, Chinese features. Yeah, it's uncanny. You have to have a look at it yourself. Okay, so they invaded. The Hyskos invaded, not the Hebrews, Jews or Israelites. They invaded Egypt, then ruled her kingdom for, let's say, 400 years or more. And then King Ahmose I decided Egypt for Egyptians, couldn't tolerate it anymore, and rose up and drove the Hyskos, foreign kings, out. They built a kingdom in Avaris, northern Egypt, which is southern Egypt. It's kind of weird. It's upside down, like the Nile flows down to the north. Okay. In northern Egypt, which is southern, supposedly, or vice versa. So he tried to attack and destroy them, but died in the attempt. So his son, Thutmose I, in revenge tried to do the same, but also died. So the queen had a surviving son, but he was only 10 or so, and not skilled in the arts of war or fighting. Okay. So she became queen of Egypt. There's a myth behind that, and that she told everyone, and taught him all. And as a grown man, he then gathered his army and attacked Avaris with Zion, drove out all the Hyskos, chasing them to the Red Sea, correctly the Sea of Reeds. Yeah, it's erroneously called the Sea of Reeds. If you have a look at a proper map, you'll see that it's the Sea of Reeds, ancient map, where they had no means of escape, so he had many drowned and killed. So the story told us in the Bible could appear, or would appear false. Either it is the Bible account, and it's true, and it's 120% true or fact. B, Dr. Ben is lying. The Egyptians were lying, as they like to depict victory, not defeat, on their walls to their people. Okay. Or Dr. Ben is telling you the real truth, and also the ancient Egyptians. Okay. As the ancient Egyptians were, and the biblical scribes or writers were liars, or they were lying. So we at the Ministry of the Real Truth acknowledge these statements made by a certain person coming at us, and apologise if incorrect in certain areas, as we either didn't know or didn't recollect what we had discovered prior to that through our own personal research. Yeah, we'll go with the second one there, because that's basically what it was. So that's why we remembered and stumbled upon this video by accident, to verify that there was an exodus, a mass expulsion of people, not the Jews or the Israelites or the Hebrews. There was no war with the Hebrews according to Dr. Ben's findings. Okay, but yeah, again, there was an exodus, an expulsion of a mass of people called Hyskos, who were from Asia Minor, therefore Asiatics. Okay, they ruled it for 400 years or so. So that's what we're standing on. It's put us on shaky ground now with our belief system, but we're still going to strive and look into it. Okay, because you have to establish the facts. So we're going to find someone else. We're going to find someone else. We've already found 3 people. Problem is, one has spent time with Dr. Ben, so that one could influence the other. I'm not too sure about Dr. John Henry Clark, whether that third person spent time with that person, but they learnt all a lot from Dr. Ben, being in his presence, right? So he could have influenced them, rubbed off, right? That's according to establishing the facts by Dr. Ali Muhammad, his friend, a radical Muslim. Okay, sit on the couch together, talk live. Yeah, so would have to find, let's say, a non-ancient Egypt or Kemetic person influenced. Okay, you have to get some historian or renowned or known, trusted historian. Perhaps not so much a theologian, but yeah, experts, right, archaeologists, etc., like that, to verify that. Other people, there are other videos of other people that went to Egypt, the same place, and came up or realised the same historical record, the facts, right? Okay, so that's us, the Ministry of the Real Truth. Hopefully you like this video, and if you do, subscribe to our channel below, add your comments, don't forget to set that bell so you don't miss out on any more exciting videos as we bring you the real truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. No hype, fluff or BS added, okay? No extra sugar or preservatives or toxins. Okay, so if you like that, then give us a like and then go tell all your friends, hey, oh my gosh, this is the truth. Okay, what the hell we got here, right? Yeah, in this book, it's telling us this, but when it really is historically recorded in stone, carved in stone, from people of that time, completely